So you want to start an e-commerce business? Well, you've come to the right place because Shopify has an absolutely insane deal at the moment because they're giving you 3 months of Shopify for $1 a month. So if you want to test the waters and build an e-commerce business, now is the perfect time to jump on this for only $3 for the first 3 months. That is absolutely insane. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Clayton Bates. I'm one of the only people who are ever registered and authenticated Shopify experts on YouTube here. And the websites I've built have processed hundreds of millions of dollars online. So I basically love talking about Shopify, and I love that they actually did this deal. Now, on my channel, there's heaps of videos about what themes to use, what apps to use, how to do this, how to do that. But in today's video, I just want you to think about a few things on what's important when you actually build a website. Because if you don't consider this, you're going to get stuck and spend hundreds of hours building a website and wasting so much time if you can't understand these things. There is 5 areas that you really need to think about when you build a website, and I'm going to go to my whiteboard and show you. And there's a couple of little things. Now, on the internet, people are going to be throwing so much stuff at you and it's going to be so confusing. But if you focus on these 5 things, it will get you closer to your first sale faster. All right, so we're on the trusty whiteboard and I'm going to show you the 5 areas that you really need to focus on when you're building a website. Now, if my kindergarten teacher seen how I draw, she would be very upset. So the first thing that you need to really focus on is the homepage. This is one of the most important pages on the whole website. It's probably the first or second most important page on the whole website. Now, you don't want to overthink this. When you build a website, when I build a website myself as well, I normally build 70% of the website before I even do the homepage because it's one page you can really get stuck on and it can really take a lot of time. So if you focus so much time on the homepage, and don't build out a lot of the other parts of the website, you might realize, oh, this theme is not for me. And you're going to spend so much time. And just like my teacher, will be sad as well. So don't be sad. Some of the key things about the homepage that you want to think about is you want to give someone a good feeling. You want to showcase the products, the prices, build trust, build a connection, and flow this page. Now, if you use my link below to Shopify and you build out your website, shoot me an email and I'll send a free video review giving you tips and suggestions on how to improve your website to convert more visitors into paying customers. My way of saying thank you if you use any of my links, basically. So they're the key things that you want to really focus on. Good feeling, products, prices, build trust, build a connection. Don't overthink it at the start. Now, the second one is the product page. And this is either the most important or second most important. Similar to this, these sort of go hand in hand depending on where you're sending people traffic. Now, the 3 things you really want to do on your product page is you want to have all the information about the product, build trust, and benefits if you can. Now, don't overcomplicate this either. Title, add to cart, quantity selector, add to cart button, a quick description, 2 to 3 sentences, heading, bullet points, 2 or 3 sentences, shipping information tab, returns information tab, some reviews you must like, something like that. Don't overcomplicate this page right now. If you're making 50K a month, really think about this page, because if your average order value is like $100 and it goes to like 200, you now make 100K a month instead of 50K. But when you're starting out and you have zero and you look like this guy at $0, you don't want to spend too much time on this. You want to get a website going that can actually convert people. It doesn't have to be too fancy or anything like that. The main goal is for you to get one sale. Because if you can get one sale, you can get 10. If you can get 10, you can get 100. If you can get 100, you can get 10,000, and you can win the Shopify trophy, the little bag for the 10,000 orders. Really cool thing. Heaps of my clients have qualified for this now. I think about 10 of them have qualified for this trophy from Shopify. Now, 10,000 orders is no easy task. That is hard for a lot of people. And that is something to be super proud of. And I'm really proud of those customers. So when I think of those customers, I get a smiley face and then a little tongue that I poke out like that. And I'm being super silly, but that's okay, because if you make 10,000 orders, you're a legend. If you make 100,000, you get a bigger trophy. So that's even good too. So basically, your goal is to get one sale. Once you start to get some sales, you can really build this out. There's heaps of other things to optimize your product page. You go YouTube, people are going to be like, quantity break, upsell, discount, 10% off. When the most important thing right now for you is to get one sale. You're thinking about all this stuff, subscription, upsell, discount, quantity break, and you haven't even got one sale, my friend. You need to get this one sale because, like always, you want to be happy, Clayton, not sad, Clayton, not like this one. You want to be happy. Now, the third one is your site navigation. Super overlooked one. Super overlooked, especially the footer. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to have a main menu that works one way for desktop and a completely different way for mobile, because you want to have a really good user experience. Now, if you have a theme template that can't do that, you might need to hire someone like me to write the code to do it. No dramas. If you can't afford to hire someone to do that, or your theme doesn't do it, focus on mobile, because I'm going to get into that later. It's more important on mobile for nearly everyone, or have it in mind that it needs to work on both. But from my experience, the websites that have an optimized main menu for desktop and a different way for mobile work the best. And then the footer is really built out. Heaps of people don't build out their footer, and it really hurts your conversions. And it looks so much more professional. Frequently asked questions page, reviews page, privacy policy, shipping policy. All these pages build so much trust on your website, and people don't even put them there. So that's super important. You really got to think about that. I've made lots of videos about this too, which I'll leave a link below. Now, the fourth one is your checkout. And this one, I really can't believe how important this is sometimes. Like 5-6 years ago, this person made a comment in the Shopify community forum, right? And he was like, why is my website not making any sales, right? And I was like, whoa, this website's cool. This is really cool, this website. He sold snakes, and it was really cool. And I thought, this is cool. And everyone in the forums like, you got to do this, you got to change this, you got to change this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, this is one of the best websites I've seen. Anyone build themselves. So I'm going through the checkout, the whole process, going all the way to the checkout. No one checks the checkout. Get to the checkout. This guy's got a black background, orange buttons, and white text all over his website. Get to the checkout, and guess what? He has a white background, blue buttons, no logo, and someone's meant to put their credit card details there. This is one thing I don't like about Shopify. I wish they would change, but they never will change this. And the only reason I don't like it is because so many people forget to update their checkout. You want someone to use their credit card and your checkout don't look like the rest of your website, 5 to 20% of people buy. They're straight away gone, because it feels weird. And basically, I told him, hey, change your checkout. He got 5 sales the next day, and old mate was happy. So update your checkout. It's super important. Now, arguably, this might be the most important, and the fifth one is mobile friendly. Most likely, 50 to 90% of your traffic is going to come from mobile. And the thing that sucks about this is that when you're building your website yourself, you're probably on a desktop, you're probably on a laptop, you're probably looking at your website on a desktop, and you want it to be perfect on a desktop. But in reality, probably 50 to 90% of your traffic is going to come from mobile. Most people these days, it's like 80. Normally, the people that have 50% traffic have a product for elderly or really expensive. So most likely, most people watching this, you're going to have high percentage mobile. So you really want to focus on making it mobile friendly. Sometimes you're going to make sacrifices. If you don't hire someone like me from my agency, or if you don't use custom builders where you can build a website on desktop, a different way tablet, different way mobile, which it gets super messy and slows down your website and stuff. Sometimes you're going to make sacrifices as well. And if you're thinking, oh, Clayton, what about my tablet? Basically, every website gets less than 1% of their traffic on a tablet. I've only ever seen, I think, one or two websites get like 10%. So probably 99.9999999% chance you are going to get less than 1% tablet. So probably wouldn't even really worry about it too much. Some themes can optimize for tablet a little bit easier. For example, Dawn Pro, which I really like if you're on a low budget. I've made a video, I'll leave a video link and everything for it. It's really good for this, for optimizing for all devices, large monitors, small monitors, tablets, mobiles. There's got a couple of options that are really, really cool for that. So if you really care about that, that's a really good theme for a beginner sort of thing. So yeah, basically, those are the 5 things. Get those right, then think about the other thing. I just did a hiccup. Then think about the other things, right? So the little 1%ers make a big difference. So for example, having a good about page makes a difference. Will it make or break your website? No. Having a frequently asked questions page makes a difference. Will it make or break your website? No. Having a reviews page, having a privacy policy page, having a shipping policy page. Will these make or break your website? No. But if you keep stacking these little things on top, it makes a really big difference. So focus on those 5 things, then start to do a couple of little things. Once you start to get some sales, then, my friend, it is time to focus on doing other things, looking into your competitors and seeing what they're doing. Can you offer a quantity break? Can you offer free shipping on orders over $100? By the way, announcement bars on websites, the 3 best announcement bars you can have is free shipping on orders over X, special offer, cool slogan. They're the 3 best ones. So start to think about these things once you've got a couple of sales, because if you think about everything right away, you're going to spend 200 or 300 hours on your website, and most likely AI in 5 seconds can make a better website than you can in 3 hours, 300 hours. And the AI is still not great. It's not even good. You can't even really build a good website. You can't really build a website at all with AI. I've made another video about that. You can check that out. But I don't want you to go down the path I did 10 years ago and spend hundreds of hours on my website. I spent 100 hours on my logo probably, which is way too much, by the way. So get something up, get some sales, and then think about the other things. And like I said earlier, I've made heaps of other videos on this channel talking about stuff like this. So check them out. Best themes, best apps, how to update navigation, check out everything like that. Subscribe, I appreciate it. And there's a special link somewhere around here, and talk soon.